With Utah opening all but 4 of its state parks to Utah residents this weekend, my sister and I made the spontaneous 4-hour haul down south to Hanksville, Utah, to explore the remote areas of Goblin Valley State Park. The weather was near perfect this time of year, and not only were we in amazement of the Mars-like environment found at Goblin Valley, but we also managed to score one of my favorite camp spots to date. Hello from the super rare and unique Goblin Valley State Park. I can see why this place is so cool. There was movies filmed here, and this is one of those sleeper places in the middle of nowhere. And we just walked down into the Valley of the Goblins, I believe, like the main area. Basically, they just allow you to go wherever. It's like one big, wide open area here. It's probably like one of the last few weeks, probably about a month left of being able to come to the desert without absolutely melting. Pretty wild place. It almost feels like you're on Mars out here for real. How is it?
It's gonna be a little dicey on the way down, but it's
good. That looks so steep from down here. It's actually not that bad. Whoa. Whoa, you're right. Wow. It's crazy like this exists out here. That's so cool. And that is the Valley of the Goblins. As far as I can see, and then it even continues on over there. That's where the snake's gonna be.
That's a straight up legit cave, Luke. That's like the most legit cave we've ever found.
Whoa. Can't even see, it's so dark. Got room for 2?
I think so. Like, if you were stuck in the wild, real question.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Would you sleep in this?
Talking about how big this river wash is, both in terms of the width and the height of it. Let's see if we can get down in here. I'll show you guys. I mean, if you were to think of a river this size coming through here, I wouldn't even believe it, to be honest. I mean, I'm about 5'10", and yeah, I'm 5'10", and it's over my head. So this is about probably 6 feet. 6 feet deep at least, and probably a good 10 feet wide. I mean, these 2 chunks have just fallen directly off of that wall there, from just the water ripping in from here. And then at one point it was up so high that these boulders literally just fell. And stuff like this that I think is just super, super cool, to actually see science and actually see the stuff that we talked about when you're in high school or whatever, like in action right here. It is pretty cool. Definitely one of a kind. My sister and I are both getting pretty hungry, and we figured it's probably a better idea to try to secure a campsite in the daytime than rather try to find one in the pitch dark. There are a lot of people out in this area, so we want to see if maybe we can get a little head start and also have the daylight so we can see where we're going. Another amazing spot here this week, and that's 3 weekends in a row we've just had an amazing campsite. There was almost too many to choose from, and we kind of just saw this opening and decided, hey, let's just pull off, because we could see you know what's here. We know what we're getting ourselves into. There's a fire pit here. We have our own area. I mean, super tranquil. It looks like there used to be an old river or something down here. Just trying to cook up some dinner. I'm gonna try another fire here. My redemption of my fire from last weekend. I think I had the system down. So I don't have any kindling wood though. I'm hoping to have a lot better luck tonight because there's no wind. And I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling better. I got the strategy down. I know what I'm gonna do. And this one's gonna be a lot better. And it took me literally like not even 10 minutes to get this going. I'm afraid we don't have a lot of wood this time, but at least we're able to get something going for now to eat some dinner in front of this fire and just hang out. What do we got on the menu tonight?
We got some rice and some sausage, spicy sausage.
Spicy sausage. Oh, with the broccoli.
With broccoli, homie.
That looks good. What a great way to spend the evening, man. I did burn myself though, and I cut myself. A burn and a cut. I grabbed a branch and I ended up grabbing the wrong end, and there was just an ember I didn't see, and I literally just grabbed the ember. But we're all good. So Nat Cat's currently trying to hang a hammock right now in these trees right off the back of the van. She said she's always wanted to sleep in a hammock, and it is a beautiful night to sleep in a hammock. We have plenty of blankets and sleeping bags, stuff like that. So she's trying to make it work. Right now the problem is that she's not horizontal enough. She's a little too vertical. So here comes another shot.
Wait, let me get my shoes on. Ooh, this could work. So if I drop this side down, I think we got it. I'm gonna go one click down here, and I think we're in the money shot. We're gonna try it out. If I get scared, I'm coming in.
All right. Good deal. I don't blame you. Leave it unlocked.
Good morning, friends. It was a glorious night of sleep. Perfect temperatures, super quiet, but the more important thing is that Nat Cat seems to have made it through the night. There she is. Did you sleep the whole night?
Yeah, bro. All night. Wrapped up in a little cocoon. I definitely needed a blanket on my back, but otherwise, I was peachy keen jelly bean.
Peachy keen jelly bean.
Definitely doing this again, though. Faux show.
What's cool about this site is that it's actually what they call a pictograph panel, or essentially like hieroglyphics in a way. Some of the oldest known petroglyphs in the state of Utah. So I walked up a little bit into like where the canyon is, and there was a sign that kind of described this. And there's a set of petroglyphs still on the wall here, and they think that one of them was dated back to the BC period, like literally before Christ or whatever that means, up on the wall here, and then another set from 100 AD to 1300 AD. That's how old these are. Oh yeah, you guys can see those for sure. Those ones right there, and then look at that guy right there. They believe that at some point this entire panel was just covered with petroglyphs and different photos and pictures like that. And the fact that there are still those sets before that rock is chipped off from literally like the year zero, essentially, is pretty mind-blowing. trying trying to figure out what to do this morning because we just had a few hours. And rather than going back into Goblin Valley, because we kind of did the one thing that is there, granted it is very cool, we are a little low on gas. There's not a lot of areas out here. So we decided to just kind of check out the canyons around us. Really just walking around because the sun came out. It's already very warm. It's only like 10 in the morning. So that's what we're doing. We couldn't stop at one point. We just kept going up and up this like cliff face. We came up, we saw what looked like a pride rock from the Lion King. So we came all the way up to the top of it. And this is the view that we're greeted with. It looks all the way out to the other side of where we were camping. And it's just insane to see how endless these views are and just how long the roads go and how many campers are down there. I mean, I think every little corner of this area is just filled with fifth wheels or vans or just people in their tents. And I'll show you like just how steep this is that we're sitting on. Campers down there. And it's a pretty cool way to spend the morning. Well, that little hike lasted way longer than I thought it was going to, but it was definitely well worth it. We have a pretty hefty drive back up north, about 4 to 4.5 hours still. So I think it's gonna be better to get on the road now. It's around 12 o'clock and then we'll be back up around 4 or 5. So definitely will not forget this spot at all. One of my favorites all time, really. I was gonna say in a long time, but my favorite all time right here. Last trip with this van just because it is for sale. So I wanted to thank you guys for watching another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. That was just an awesome night of camping in the desert. And yeah, if you know anyone who's interested in the van or if you might be interested in the van, don't forget it is for sale. So with all that being said, take it easy, fam, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace out. Whoop.